Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today again we are taking a look at the iPhone 16e on Boost Mobile. We are going to check out the speed test here today, so definitely before we get started, if you guys can smash the like button for me, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you can also leave a comment in the chat below to give me your thoughts and opinion on the phone itself and maybe the speeds that we're getting. So keep in mind right now as we're taking the test, it is 10 o'clock at nighttime. Let me see if I can get that to focus here. 10 o'clock at night. There you go, 10 o'clock at night. Apologies on that. I'm testing out a new phone as far as the camera goes. So let's go ahead and get that going here. Let's take a look. So again, just so you guys know also, I am on the Boost mobile network now. So typically when I purchase devices, usually if it's an Android phone, I usually am connected to T-Mobile through Boost. And on my last iPhone that I got through Boost Mobile, which was the iPhone 13, that was with AT&T. So the iPhone that I had prior to this one, I still have it, but it's not activated anymore. It was on AT&T. It was under the AT&T network. So let's go ahead and get this started. Let's see what we can get. We are connected to 5G. It says on there. So let's go ahead and take a look here. You know, for the most part, though, I haven't really had any complaints. I did talk to my buddy Aloha Android, aka Tito. Shout out to you, buddy, and shout out to all of my other buds, Latrell, Magic Tech, etc. like that. You know, again, Tito kind of explained to me that this might have a rainbow sim, excuse me, in it, which I'm not too familiar with. You know, he has more information on his channel, so if you want to check that out, you can. But basically, you know, it's a SIM card that basically switches between networks. If, you know, depending on your area, right? If, like, let's say for whatever reason it's, you know, stronger, you're in one area that's stronger with T-Mobile, then it'll do that. If not, then, you know, it might switch over to AT&T. You know, I don't think that's this though, because again, you know, it just says Boost Mobile down here. So again, Boost Mobile iPhone 16e. So let's go ahead and change the server here. Let's go to Smartcom telephone, and then we might go ahead and change to a one that's a little bit further out. So right now I'm doing like local servers. Right now you saw that I'm getting about 100 megabits a second download. The upload was not that good on this last one, unfortunately. It was only about 2 megabits a second. So, you know, let's take a look here. You know, again, I'm not complaining. Oh man, I was trying to take a screenshot and it wasn't going the way I wanted it to. But, you know, if I can break 200 on this tonight, that would be nice, guys. But you know, just to kind of give you guys an insight of what speeds you might get. Again, guys, I live in South Texas, which is the 956 area code. So if you guys are in that area, you guys may receive similar speeds. But if you guys are maybe a little further out, like in San Antonio or Houston, let me see if I can find a Houston server. Houston Boost Mobile, Houston. All right, here we go. Let's try that. So, and excuse me, guys, my voice is a little bit raspy right now. But yeah, usually, I don't know why, typically when I try servers outside of my area, I actually get very decent speed. So I don't know what's going on with that specifically. But you know, again, it just says 5G. You know, I don't have a 5G UW or UC logo on there. It just says 5G. So, you know, you're definitely not getting any, like, you know, ultra wideband or ultra capacity numbers out here. Again, this is Boost Mobile. This is the $60 plan, guys. So again, you're gonna get, this is what you're getting. At least this is what I'm getting. 159 download, 4.90 upload. Let's try again. We'll do a search. This time we will do Austin instead, right? Let's try Austin. We'll do Spectrum Austin, even though I'm not connected to Wi-Fi. You know, you never know, guys. Let's try it out though. Excuse my nasty farmer's tan, by the way, over here. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Look at that. Like, I wear a watch at work every day, and you can see that my tan is pretty bad. But the speeds we're getting from Austin, really not too horrible. You know, you can see here that for the most part, you know, it's been kind of consistent, you know, in between like 140 and, you know, 180. Right now it's at 160. You know, we will try the video test, right, you know, just to kind of see what it gives us there. Excuse the ads. I don't pay for speed Test Pro, or whatever you want to call it. I wish I could get, and maybe somebody can mention it in the chat, but I wish I can get, let's try Fredericksburg, maybe? Hold on, let's see. Let's try AT&T Houston. Let's try that. Because like I said, guys, it's not typically connected to the AT&T server, but right now, again, it just says Boost Mobile Network, but I am connected to a server that is AT&T, so for the most part, though, this one, again, guys, like, take it with a grain of salt. This is going to depend on the area that you live on, unfortunately, right? Again, South Texas is for me. That is my area, but again, again, super impressed with the phone so far. Like, it's a very good deal for $99 on Boost Mobile. I think right now it's $50 if you do a port in stores. So if you guys are just looking to upgrade from like an older iPhone, like let's say you have an iPhone 11 or 12, definitely recommend getting the iPhone 16e. So far, super impressed with it. Let's go to video here. Let's see what this can do as far as video testing goes. It says 5G testing adaptive bit rates. So I'm gonna assume probably you'll still be able to watch in 4K, although again the screen definitely isn't 4K or at least to my knowledge you're not going to get 4K screening on this. Look at that, it says testing 1080, which let me turn this around for you guys. Now it's testing 1440, which is a little bit higher quality. Still looks pretty good on my end. It doesn't really look too bad. And yes, you do get the notch with the iPhone 16e. So it says max resolution 1440p, which is QHD, is good for video on, again, large phones, large tablets, large laptops, and large TVs. So not too horrible, guys, as far as that goes. Let's go ahead and do maybe a couple more speed tests before we close this out, guys. But again, I want to thank you all for continuing to check out the channel and to follow me. Definitely Spring Humble, let's see. I want to see if I can find something out of state, but so let me just put select automatically. Let's see what pops up. So it is selecting Houston. Okay, Houston, Boost Mobile Houston. Let's try that. I think I may have already done that, but let's try it again. We still haven't seen anything over 200 megabits a second, unfortunately. Right now, again, it's been consistently between like 140 and 180. This is continuing the trend, guys. So definitely see where this goes as far as Boost Mobile, guys. And again, as far as the quality on the filming goes, guys, let me know. I am filming on a Samsung device, the Samsung A36. I wanted to see what it kind of looks like in lower light, even though I have two lights on here. Definitely wanted to see and test that. So again, look at that, 158 download and 531 upload. So upload really hasn't been too impressive. I honestly haven't really been too impressed with that. Let's do one more. Hold on. Oop, no, I don't want to test the video anymore. Down detector. Let's go back to a local one. We'll do Vexus Fiber this time. That's kind of like a new internet provider in my area. I had never heard of Vexus Fiber until recently, guys. Let me know if the internet's actually good, if you have it in your area. Comment down below. They seem to have like decent deals on their internet, but I'm just not really sold on it. So we'll see. But let's go ahead and check this out really quick. 163 download, and again, the upload just really hasn't been very good. Let's take a look here. We're at 2, and it stayed stuck at 2. So let's go ahead and, all right, guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think as far as the speed test goes. Right, like I'm not like super bummed out about the speeds or anything like that. Let me see if I can take a picture just like this. I think that's a good screenshot right there for you guys. But yeah, really, so far, again, the iPhone 16e, guy, has been a very solid device. You know what I mean? And I've been enjoying it so far. I do need to get kind of video footage of the main camera on the rear and the front camera also, just to show you guys what vlogging on it might look like. If you guys ever want to get this phone and want to film or take video on it, I do want to get that for you guys. But for the most part, I also did a video on this case if you guys want to check that out as well, guys. It's my last video prior to this one. So again, appreciate anyone that watches my content, guys. Again, we'll see what other phones I can get before the year ends. We're about ready to hit August. It's almost the end of July. So definitely appreciate you guys continuing to support the channel. Let's see if we can get to 20,000 subs before the end of the year. I mean, I'll be happy if we can get to 17,000, but still 20,000 subs is the goal. So again, continue to like and share the videos, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Okay, thanks again.